Strong Beach. Today we're going to be talking about performance nutrition. Our focus, the pregame meal. We're over here at the Long Beach Farmers Market on 2nd Street and Marina. We're going to pick up a few things. Hey, you see pomegranate? Like, you just break on. We're going to discuss some general concepts because there's not a single answer for everyone. There's different varying levels of activities in different sports. So you might need different nutrition if you're running a marathon versus playing a soccer game, playing basketball. So we're just going to give you some basic concepts that you can apply when it's time to talk food choices on game day. All right?
The main purpose of the pregame meal is to provide the athlete with adequate carbohydrate energy and to make sure you have optimal hydration. Sidebar. Let's educate. What's a carbohydrate? A carbohydrate is a compound of carbon and water, and it serves as an energy source for the body, especially for exercise performance in this case. This energy comes from the breakdown of the basic carbohydrate into a simple sugar. This is used to power muscle contractions. We kind of need those to get around, to run, to jump, to walk, you know.
All right, welcome to my kitchen. I feel like I got a cooking show here. Watch the Food Network a little bit with my wife. What's the lady's name? Victoria, Gloria Child or something? She says, here we have the potato and the bananas. Okay, that's enough. Okay, carbohydrates. What are the carbohydrate samples? Fruits. So we got the banana, we got the pear, some grapes, some craisins. If you like dried fruits, we got the apple crisp. If you like this stuff mushed up, we got the applesauce, tangerines, potato, any kind of bread, it's carb. We got the beans, pinto and black. Any kind of pasta, I know the runners like to hit up the pastas. Any kind of white flour stuff, tortillas, your cereal, stuff like that, brown rice, white rice, crackers, carbs. Any kind of fruit, white rice type stuff, beans, stuff like that, potato, carbs. Okay, that's the easy stuff, the simple sugar stuff breaks down real fast. That's what you need for your fuel.
What's a fat? It's also a compound of carbon and water, but in a different arrangement or configuration.
So what's the stuff that doesn't break down so easily? Your fats. What are the fats? You got the mayo, the butter, your veggies, a little carrot action here, pistachios. I'm not trying to advertise, but it says get it cracking. Pistachios, right. Cheese, sausages, your eggs, peanut butter, good form of fat. Vegetables, meats, cheeses, stuff like that. Any kind of spreads, those are your fats.
What's a protein? It's also a compound that includes carbon and water, just like fats and carbs, but it's more complex because it also includes nitrogen, iron, phosphorus, and sulfur. Now, it's not really that important that you know all these things and what they are. I just want you to see that the protein is more complex than the carb and the fat, and this complexity is what makes it harder for this to break down than it is for the carbohydrate. Got it?
And action.
Proteins is what we have left. Pretty easy stuff. Milks, your eggs, your meats, all your meats. Your fish, your poultry, your beef, your ribs, whatever you're going to eat, that's meat. That's going to be protein. Hard stuff to break down, so you don't want to get that right before you event. Ready, rule of thumb time. Rule of thumb. Ah! Bam, that's my thumb. On game day, foods high in protein and high in fat, shun them. Stay away from them. Don't mess with them. Okay, because they're going to take longer to break down in your system. They'll sit in your digestive tract and weigh you down when you're trying to do your event. Okay, you want to mess with the carbohydrates. That's where you want to go. You want to get that quick, fast energy. So I want to drive home the importance of giving yourself adequate amount of time to digest your food. Like I said before, you need about 3 hours. One common excuse that I get all the time is the athlete that has a practice or a game or an event at 6 a.m. Now, the rule still applies. So if you need to wake up at 3 a.m. to eat your food so that it'll be digested by 6 a.m., hey, do what you got to do. If you got that early practice, hey, these are the breaks.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes.
Cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the breaks.
3 a.m., eat your food, go back to bed, do your thing. The problem with getting out there with undigested food is your limbs take priority when it comes to your blood flow. So the circulation that you had going down in the stomach trying to digest the food, now it's on hold because your arms and your legs, they need that blood flow. So now you're just sitting here with weight. You're weighed down, you're heavier now, and now you're drained. You're not getting the adequate digestion, so you're not getting the benefit of that food at all. So what's the point? Give yourself 3 hours. Now let's talk about the classic pregame meal, something that you football players are probably familiar with. Yeah, I'm talking that classic pregame meal. I'm talking about those steak and the eggs, that meal. This is really satisfactory and it's a really filling meal. Yeah. This meal is super satisfactory for the restaurant owner. Can you imagine the whole USC or UCLA or plug in the Pac-10 team of your choice? Can you imagine a whole squad walking into your restaurant and ordering nothing but steak? Truth of the matter is, there's not a single research study to show the benefits of this type of meal on athletic performance. As a matter of fact, it's very low in carbohydrates. So it's very likely that it'll actually hinder your performance and slow you down, make you heavy. On the other hand, high carbohydrate feedings will actually contribute to your athletic performance when you have it in your pregame meal. The carbohydrate is so important, it's so crucial because it's the main nutrient energy source when it comes to exercise. Prolonged exercise, intense exercise, you need it. And I know some of you guys are so big on the low carb thing, you're trying to watch your weight, you're trying to be slender. You know what? If you do this properly, if you give yourself adequate time to digest the food and then you use it as soon as it becomes digested, you'll use the carbs, you'll burn the calories, so you don't have to worry about that stuff sitting on you. Let me give you a quick wrap up if you don't feel like rewinding. Number 1, carbs are king for exercise performance. Now remember, you got your carbohydrate, your fats, and your proteins. We go with the carbs because the carbs break down really easy. That's what you need. You need that quick nutrient source. Proteins and fats, they take a little longer, they're heavier, they're more complex, they sit on you a little longer. So stay away from that when you want to be light and fast. The last superpower mega point, 3 hours. Give yourself 3 hours to digest the food. Remember, what's the point of eating something that's not going to be broken down? You're not going to get anything out of it. All right, that's all you can handle for today. So we're going to come back next week and we're going to talk about carb loading. So we're going to kind of stay on the same topic. So this will be part 1 of a 2-part nutrition video. Until then, stay strong, Beach.